So I am joined by our illustrious parents and alumni, Jana Weiskopf. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Jana?
I grew up in Memphis and had the pleasure of attending what was Solomon Schechter Day School at the time. And from there, went on to Lausanne and went to school at WashU. Got a master's in social work and worked for a few years. And then after I got married and we had our first child, I decided to stay home. We have since, from that first child, moved back to Memphis and have 4 children, and 2 of them go to Bornblum.
So you said we. Who's the other half of this we of the Weiskopf?
So the other half is also a Solomon Schechter Day School alum, and that is Scott Weiskopf. And we actually went to the same college and same grad school, and then started dating. And
So this wasn't like a first grade Schechter romance that blossomed?
It was not, but we have known each other since we went to Schechter. So it's amazing to have those shared experiences and to just think back to, remember when the PE teacher, or we can even say Miss Greenberg or Miss Bear, people who are still there, who were there when we were there. Just having that connection is amazing. It's very rare.
So you moved back here to town and you guys had kids. And what was your involvement during those first years when you came back to town?
Yeah, I was honored to be asked to be on the board at Bornblum, which was an amazing experience. It was my first board experience. And I was excited just to be involved and learn more about the school specifically. At the time, I didn't even know if we were going to send our children there. But getting that inside look, really solidified that decision. I'm a big believer in public school, and so it was hard for me to make the decision for Bornblum. But the more that I got to have an inside look, and the more that I recognized the things that were of paramount importance to myself and Scott, such as teaching our kids about social responsibility and that Jewish identity, and recognizing, being able to reflect back on what Bornblum or Schechter at the time did for myself and Scott, those things just became really, really important to us.
Why do you think other people should send their kids here to Bornblum? And why do you think other parents and community members should be part of our annual campaign?
Well, first thing I'd like to say is that when my daughter, Nora, was starting kindergarten and Graham was going into 2nd grade, Nora was very nervous as we dropped her off for the first day of school. And Graham turned to her and said, "Nora, you should not be nervous. Bornblum is like a gift that you get to open every day." So that's why I continue to send them there. All kids love their school, well, not all. We are lucky, I guess, that our kids love school. It is their happy place. And I think what makes it their happy place is the faculty and staff, the community, and just kind of the overall teachings of being a mensch, the fact that that is kind of the take home of every day. And that is what I love so much. The school cannot exist without donors. Tuition does not cover everything, especially in a place where I believe the statistic is 40% of the families have scholarship. So our dollars go to so many things that you don't realize, such as subsidizing costs for families, just keeping up the academic excellence, to the building, operations costs, to maintaining teachers. And without the assistance of our community, Bornblum wouldn't be there. And so it is an investment in our future, the future of our community. It's an investment in our kids. And I think that, again, the thing that is most important to me is the teachings of social responsibility and we are creating the next generation of givers and of people who are sharing their Jewish identity. And that can look so many different ways. But if we don't teach our kids about Judaism, it's going to fizzle out. So that's why it's important to give, in my opinion.